On an ordinary morning in the Roman city of Pompeii, thousands of people were beginning their day. The streets were already filling with merchants, workers, and travelers moving through the busy marketplace. Bakers were preparing fresh bread inside stone ovens that had been burning since early morning. Children ran through narrow streets while vendors shouted loudly, trying to sell fruit and wine. To most people living there, it seemed like just another normal day in the city. But above the rooftops of Pompeii stood a quiet mountain called Mount Vesuvius. For centuries, the volcano had slept silently beside the city. Many residents no longer even thought of it as dangerous, but deep beneath the mountain something powerful had already begun to wake. Late in the morning, a sudden explosion shook the sky above Pompeii. People looked up and saw a massive cloud rising high into the air above the volcano. The strange cloud quickly grew taller and darker as it spread across the sky. Soon ash began falling slowly onto the streets like strange gray snow. At first, many people simply watched in confusion and curiosity. Some thought the eruption would stop quickly like a passing storm, but the mountain had only just begun its destruction. The eruption grew stronger as the sky turned darker and darker above the city. Ash and small stones began raining down harder across rooftops and streets. People started covering their heads while trying to understand what was happening. Some families decided to leave the city and escape into the countryside. Others stayed inside their homes, believing the danger would soon pass. As the afternoon continued, the sky above Pompeii became almost completely black. Thick ash clouds blocked the sunlight and turned the day into darkness. The air became difficult to breathe as dust filled every street and building. Panic slowly began spreading across the crowded city. Families rushed through the streets trying to find safety or escape routes. Many people tried to reach the city gates leading toward the open countryside, but the falling ash made it harder and harder to move through the streets. Roofs began collapsing under the heavy weight of volcanic debris. Entire buildings started falling apart as the eruption continued growing stronger. Some residents tried to protect themselves by hiding inside their homes. Others ran toward the harbor, hoping ships could carry them away from danger. But Mount Vesuvius was preparing its most deadly attack. Late in the night, the volcano unleashed a massive wave of burning gas and ash. This deadly cloud raced down the mountain faster than any person could run. It moved across the land at terrifying speed, destroying everything in its path. The burning surge reached the city of Pompeii within moments. Temperatures inside the cloud were so hot that survival was impossible. People caught in the streets never had time to escape. In only minutes, the entire city was buried beneath thick layers of ash. Homes, temples, markets, and theaters disappeared beneath the volcanic debris. Pompeii was gone. The once busy city had suddenly fallen silent beneath the ashes of Mount Vesuvius. For centuries afterward, the lost city remained hidden beneath hardened volcanic rock. No one could see the streets or houses that once held thousands of lives. Nearly 1,700 years later, archaeologists began uncovering the buried city. What they found shocked the world. The ash had preserved entire buildings, objects, and even the final moments of people. Frozen in time, Pompeii revealed exactly how the disaster unfolded that terrible day. Today, the ruins of Pompeii still stand near the shadow of Mount Vesuvius, a reminder of how quickly an ordinary day can turn into one of history's greatest tragedies. Because on that morning, the people of Pompeii had no idea what was coming, but before the sunset, their entire world would disappear forever.